Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Before we get into our session, I just want to take a quick moment and thank our sponsor for this video, which is Birch Living. Birch is a premium mattress in a box company. I have had my Birch Luxe mattress for over a year now, and I love it so much. I fall more and more in love with it every night, I swear. It is such a comfortable mattress. Personally, I'm a person with allergies and asthma, and I used to wear braces, and I do have glasses. So I've got all the nerdy things going on. I love that this mattress is created with natural materials and particularly does not include fiberglass at all in the production. They're also free from polyurethane foams, which can cause harmful off-gas and be harmful to your health. Not only is there free shipping with Birch, but the delivery process is super easy. It comes right to your door, and once you get it in and get it into your room and on your frame, it kind of sets itself up. You just take off the wrapper and it kind of pops out, and mine was so comfortable right from the start, but it keeps getting more comfortable as time has gone by. It's made from all these different layers of natural and organic materials. I would say the mattress itself is a medium, a little on the firm side. So if you prefer a really soft mattress, there is an available mattress topper, which I do have, and I love it so much. The mattress was comfortable on its own, but with the plush topper, it's like sleeping on a cloud. It is so very comfortable. The Birch pillows that they offer as well are so comfortable. Some of my favorite pillows that I own, I think they're so soft and just cozy. You know, everything I want in a pillow is what the Birch pillows are. If you're in the market for a mattress, I cannot recommend this mattress enough. And please don't be fooled. Like, when you think of a delivery mattress, because I've had mattresses delivered before, I've gotten cheap, lightweight mattresses. This is a substantial mattress here, which also has a warranty of 25 years. There's also a 100-night sleep trial, so you can try it out without any risk. And like I said, I really just can't recommend it enough. It's the best mattress. I truly, truly love it. Thank you so very much to Birch for partnering with me on this video. They are presently having a Labor Day sale, and you can get 25% off your purchase for a limited time. Check out the Birch site for more details. I'll put the link in the description box below, and there's also a QR code that you can scan, and it can take you right to their Labor Day sale. Thank you so very much again to Birch for partnering with me here, and thank you so much, viewers and subscribers. I truly couldn't do this without you, and I'm so grateful to you. And now let's get into our session. Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Lunanite, and if we've never met before, hello, thank you for being here. I love to create these videos. I'm a Reiki practitioner, student, teacher. I don't see clients in person anymore, not presently anyway, but what I do and am able to offer are these remote sessions. So they are very much inspired by the approaches and the practices that I genuinely use in my healing arts practice, personal and with other people. You can use this as something to zone out to, as a moment to catch your breath, as a meditative tool, as an energy work tool for yourself, like directing your own focus or expanding your mind. There's some self-help for sure woven into all of this. And you can use this as a by proxy energy work session. I do my best to create them in an ASMR style because I really feel there's some really powerful synergistic components of ASMR and energy work that I can't precisely put my finger on, but I see and experience the sort of as tangible as it can be, right? To have a physical reaction from something like lights or movement or sounds or whatever that might be. I think it's a nice bridge in a by proxy session. Not necessary, but I like it. I like it. So I hope that if you're new here, you'll subscribe, leave me a comment. If you have any questions, I do try to answer them to the best of my ability, and we'll get into our session. This theme is one that has come up in my personal life, so I'm kind of bequeathing here a bequeath to you. I bequeath this practice that I've done for myself and some themes that I'm presently working on. And they fall into an umbrella, we could say, or what's going into the cake here is an element of certainly inner child healing. I've done inner child work for myself before. I've done videos on it and sessions with people, and it's a very powerful work to do. And most of the time when I do that work, it's this message of, you're not alone. Little me, little you, you're not alone in your darkest hour. I've always been with you. You've always been there for yourself. You've always gotten yourself out of or through your experiences. And that alone is tremendously, and has been tremendously healing and empowering for me. Today, I want to work with a bit of a more, a different way of working with that, a different approach, a different language here, specifically to support those of us who struggle in our dynamics or have turned a page where the past truly is the past. You truly feel reborn. You see yourself now as, and you feel this calling to, forgive the wording here, but to be better, to do better, to grow, to expand, to level up, And that's not to say you're not where you should be, right? But the purpose here is expansion, right? Expanding our mind, expanding our skills, our knowledge, and we're ready for this next phase. And I think that in my own reflections, there's been some inner child work that I've had to do with that, and that I'm still in the process of developing. And that is more of my issue personally with people pleasing, with, there's a time for that, but ultimately, we need to be true to ourselves and direct and not maybe take things so personally, or be able to see that speaking up here, making my request, using my voice, being firm, holding this boundary doesn't necessarily have to be something personal. For example, it can be business. It can just be the way it is. It's the fact, it's the logic that kind of comes in. Or maybe we find ourselves people pleasing to avoid confrontations or repeating experiences that we've had in the past where we felt targeted for using our voice or for making a request or for speaking our mind. Also, there's an element here of a power dynamic, a comfort, a developing comfort and appreciation for your own connection to being a manager, being a boss, being in charge, being the visionary, directing, delegating. I don't want to say commanding in a bossy way, and I don't mean being a boss in that bossy way. I know myself, I've had some really terrible bosses in my life that I certainly wouldn't want to emulate, right? I wouldn't want to take after. Still, that shouldn't be something that blocks me, for example, from being able to really own my stuff and see myself in this more elevated perspective, let's say, in business, in what you'll handle or accept or mess with in your relationships, what you'll put up with in your friendships as well, so romantic and friendships and even family dynamics, of course, what you'll entertain, what you'll allow in your consciousness. This really does trickle out, even though if you're like, girl, I'm not really worried about business right now, this really does trickle out into many other areas of how we navigate our lives. So, sorry for the lengthy intro here, but I just really want to give a context because this work is deep work. Inner child work is deep work, and the more reverence we have and the more we can kind of chew on it, understand it, I think the more effective it is. So we're going to get into our session now, starting with our candle. gems, crystals, glasses, multifaceted, but representing harmony. Harmony. We've got a little tea light in here. We're gonna light the tea light. I have to use the lighter because I don't want to burn my finger. And we're gonna light our candle on behalf of the highest and greatest good and imperfect comfort and perfect alignment. Our intention is to connect with our inner child, hiding in the shadows, staying small, staying quiet, feeling insecure, any issues of self-esteem, to encourage, not in a forceful way, but to encourage that authenticity to shine through, the voice to be heard, the request, the direction to allow us to see ourselves as completely capable and ready for what comes next along our journey. For some of you, that might be becoming a parent, right? And the dynamics shifting. For some of you, you might be taking on more responsibilities at work. It might be, again, things to do with your romantic relationship. I just love this candle. There's so much. So, we're going to access that point. We're going to kind of carve through the consciousness to get to our inner child and encourage it and let it know that it's safe and it can unfold and develop in divine timing, but it's ready and it's important, and no one sees things the way your inner vision does. No one gets that. If you're wondering, I say that a lot. My son says that when he's mad at me if I don't understand something. You don't get it? So if you know, why do you say that? It's a little inside joke, I guess. But the point being, you're safe and you're able to see yourself in this new position, this more matured, more knowledgeable, more tactful, more candid as well, more direct, more empowered, more full of self-esteem, and an ability to also compartmentalize a little, to know that it doesn't have to be personal. Your requests aren't personal necessarily. So let yourself just speak the truth. Be direct here. Okay. If you have your own intention that you'd like to work with your inner child with, just have a look at this light and send it in for yourself. Send it in. Okay. I'm actually going to use a little incense here from the Shamsia, the Pacific Mystic. Just dried herbs. And we're just gonna add a little extra here, like a little extra magic. I want to start by building a little grid around you. First with these two stones, and then a third. sham to me. And this one's more like a plate, but also like a partnership of some kind. You and your inner child. The turtle can represent the earth. It's also before, I think, or in just different lines of astrology or history. Cancer, the crab, is sometimes also represented as a turtle. And that is about the home and the upbringing and security and safety. So I want to kind of bring these in as like that really comforting support as we do this work. So I'm going to put these, either you could picture by your feet or just at the lowest part of your body. And then in the front here, so we're making a bit of a triangle. One of my favorite pieces in my collection, which is this yellow or pale green apatite in matrix. You can see there's like all little cutie bits of this like gem quality apatite in here. I love the formations. Here's a particularly pretty one here, and here, and here. It's truly gorgeous. And I love this stone for confidence. They're always falling apart a little bit. I love this stone for confidence and personal power, personal energy and direction. So that's the correspondence here that I'm working with. It's so pretty. Alright, and I'm going to place this at the front of the triangle here. As my knee cracks. Alright, just gonna sit down. Well, I guess I can put it here. Alright, as we get into this, I want to begin with the moon for the subconscious, for the mother, for what lies beyond, for like nurturing, parenting yourself, you could say. Loving yourself, the beliefs that you have regarding the connection to your inner child, the beliefs that your inner child influences into your consciousness, and then also the sun to represent you and the inner child and your purity and your authenticity and your unique light. So I'm going to tap them and we'll work them through and then we'll switch sides, okay? Frequencies, these planetary or celestial frequencies, just to kind of touch these spots in our consciousness. Signs for that binaural access. again. Okay. Okay. I've got these clear quartz points we're going to use as support for flow, receiving, releasing, receiving, releasing, receiving, releasing, receiving, releasing, in, out. Okay. Okay, so we're going to place one in your, if you want to picture it in your palm, that's great. Or you could just picture it on the right side of your body, left side of your body, pointed in, receiving. So if this were in your left hand, you would picture it pointing in, okay, in and up, like through your arm. Or if you don't want to picture that, or we have different bodies, you can picture it just on your side and moving that flow up for that receptivity. Okay, so I'm gonna place this next to you on the floor here, but they're pointed intentionally. And then in your right palm, or just the right side of your body, we want to picture it pointed out. Okay. Or just pointed down the right side of your body, releasing. Expression, the breath out, creating, vocalizing, taking up space, being yourself, expressing yourself. So we've got this triangle, rose quartz, smoky, celestial, yellow apatite, and then in the center of the triangle we've got the terminated points. Okay. We want to kind of activate our crystals here, activate this grid all around you, picturing the field around you. This is your field. And we want to call in this safety and this flow and all the elements of nurturing, comfort, familiarity in a sense, as in like a safety is what I mean by that, as well as this power to really be empowered and really be yourself. As we're in this space and we're connecting subtly with the sun, the moon, I'm going to use this rattle over your crown. I just want to clear any blockages of you connecting with, what lies beyond, higher intelligence, inspiration, sacred geometry, the Christ consciousness, the collective consciousness, your higher soul, higher intelligence. And we're going to go through to the roots. We're going to go into the third eye. The throat. Down to the heart. Solar. Sacral. And roots. And again, from the root, guiding up your personal power. You can even connect with the serpent energy if it feels good to you. Through raising your energy, your personal power, your vitality, clearing this channel. And may I say, calling in a little dominance here. And I don't mean you have to be like a dominant person in the ways that we picture that, however you picture that. But I mean dominance as in, it's not the best word, but like a comfort of being okay with leaning a little more, connecting a little more with those traits. The inner child can be a bit submissive, scared. It's fight or flight, so sometimes fight, but at least what I've witnessed in my clients and myself, it's a little more freeze, or run, hide. So I want to call up that personal power, and we really want to make sure this channel is clear for that. And we're guiding it through. Use a little frankincense on my hands. We're going to envision a negative magnet field around the crown, a positive magnet at the roots, and as if you have negative, positive, pulling the force up through you. Okay, so I'm placing one hand near the root respectfully and one over the crown, and we're focusing to move the energy through the base of the body, that richness of your connection with the earth, with your vital forces, with your history, with your path ahead, with did I say resources? With resources, with blood, with fate or destiny or calling, safety and security, all of these amazing qualities through the root, moving, guiding it up through your emotional center, your creative center, the pit of your stomach, moving up into the solar plexus, this super dynamic area of personal power where you receive, where you project, moving through, up, passing through the heart, attuning to the heart's desires, needs, wishes, path, moving up through the throat, the consciousness, your understanding, your wisdom, your expression, up through into the third eye area, your intuition, your manifesting qualities of being able to envision this version of yourself, right? Allowing yourself to envision, let's say, you as a boss, or you as the head of this company, or you as the graceful individual, you who people come to ask questions to, you in this point of, I don't want to use the word authority because I'm working on it, like I don't like it, but I'm gonna have to use it for now, right? You in this position of a discerning person, a person who directs, right? This authoritative, not in a domineering way, in a negative way, but in a confident dominance way of not having dominion over people, if that's the way you say it, but more so like over your actions, over your wishes, over delegations, over any area of your life in a healthy, of course, and benevolent sense, all the way up, guiding through, up to the crown, this point of limitlessness, this point of inspiration, this point of connection to all that is through this super consciousness of math and quantum fields and the unseen. And again, pushing through and pulling. We've got these magnets in place, calling it up. Okay. I'm gonna go around you with the spray, side to side, behind, in front, over your head, and below your feet. Really calling in your divinity here, your power with this frankincense. Filling your field, channeling through, around the lower limbs or the lowest part of your body, circling up. And this isn't the only field moving around you. You have all these energetic fields and directions, but this is the one we're creating here, or empowering. It's a gentle way of kind of going into the underground, if you know anything about like shamanic practice, to go to different spaces to seek wisdom or to make change, to heal the underworld. And that sounds kind of spooky, but we're kind of calling it up for ourselves. This is gonna serve two purposes. I know it's just a little makeup brush, but in here are golden rutilated quartz pieces, which are really powerful crystals in terms of connecting with the beyond and pulling it down. So like a channeling, like getting a message, being inspired, solving a problem, So we've got this field coming up that we're submerging into, in a sense, like we're calling the river to rise, so to speak. We're also going to call down now, like a bolt of lightning, this empowerment from the beyond. Through the hemispheres of the mind, swirling, circulating, activating, connecting, whatever is right for you, into the higher consciousness, like lightning down through the lower consciousness, the thinking mind, the waking mind, through to the heart, energizing the heart space. This is kind of where the inner child tends to live, we could say, because your truth is there, down through your actions, how you carry yourself, this source of personal power, down through creativity, emotions, connections, relationships, and down in again to the earth. So you've got this double point going on. You're drawing down this intelligence, this support, this sky, this spirit, and we're calling up this earth, this serpent, this field of both, both dynamics. I'm going to use the brush here to just gently begin to sweep through as if we're walking through. I know I'm working with what I have, but as if you're like walking through a pathway and there's beautiful tropical leaves brushing your face, or through a field of sunflowers, or walking through willow trees, or fabric for that matter, or something that resonates with you. But it's just, we're setting an intention now to connect with your inner child, and specifically to find it in the shadows. It's our intention to make contact with your inner child, your connection to your inner child, my connection to my inner child, and see it there in the shadows. Tentatively or timidly, perhaps, frustrated, angry, whatever it feels is totally valid. See if you can pick up on the emotion that your inner child is experiencing when you think about your evolution and speaking up and speaking your needs, asking for what you want, asking for what you need in whatever the situation might be for you. And talk to it. Tell it how you feel and what we're ready for and what you've done so far to prepare. Acknowledge that, of course, you have always been together and you've come so far and you've grown so much, and now you're both ready to be a little more deliberate, to expand, to be more seen, to be more heard, more authentic, to embrace this boss energy, this visionary energy, this control over your own life. I want to encourage our inner child to not overthink these sort of things. It's okay. And if there's a gift you can picture, like, do you want to give yourself a microphone? Do you want to give yourself a badge? Give your inner child something, a necklace, a stone, something physical, something you can hold in your mind, an object, a symbol, a sigil, but something to let it know that it's ready, we're ready, and it's safe, and you don't have to feel the way you felt before. You're ready to take on this role, this responsibility. Power is not a bad thing. Discernment is not a bad thing. Delegating is not. Making money is not. All of these things, right, that might be in the back of the mind. To clear the fear of failure. To clear the fear of people not liking you. Whatever it might be. We're going to take the eyes of our inner child now. Imagine you are your inner child looking through your eyes. And we're just going to wipe away those blockages, those facades, any manipulation from childhood or past lives for that matter that had us in this position, that got us to this point. or we're afraid to speak our truth, or be ourselves, or take the lead of our own lives, or of a project. Don't be afraid to say no, but don't be afraid to say yes either. And we're just clearing the eyes of the inner child so gently, so lovingly, channeling through, supporting. We're going to use this stone with the inner child. It's difficult to see in this light, but this is a blue and black and like a cream color. And the blue is what we're working with here, this azulite. I might be mispronouncing that. And we're going to walk through in the mind of the self, like this consciousness, as well as the consciousness of the inner child, to bridge both of your consciousness and empower with this expression, with this vision, to see yourself fully capable of being that which you're stepping into, that which you feel called to, that which is in your heart, your desires to be, to embody, to create, to express, to teach, to lead, so to speak, as well as your availability to create yourself, essentially, to envision yourself as you want to be, as you feel called to be, as well as how to communicate that way, how to think that way, how to speak that way, how to feed and fuel and begin to bridge that, because it comes from here, the beyond, dropped into, we could call it, for lack of a better way to put it, your imagination, your mental movie screen, this point of envisioning how you want your life to be, for example, dropping down into ways that you express and think and plan and work and use your voice or other forms of expression to fuel that, to bring it into reality. Feel it in your heart, see it in your actions, know you can create it, and know that the resources are here. And this is where the game is, this is where we play, at least in these bodies, right? So we're going to go from there, the higher consciousness, down to the lower. And this is just the start. We're not going to force anything. The channel is clear. You'll see this unfold for yourself. You'll see it in your actions. You'll more clearly hear the messages of your heart, your soul guiding you. You'll speak it out loud. You'll say it. You'll act it. You'll do it. You'll embrace it. You'll embody it. And again, we're connecting here with the inner child vision as well as your own consciousness, or the consciousness of the inner child as well as your waking consciousness. Dragging through. Very much empowered, very loving, gentle but quite powerful, comfortable but tremendous. To call your inner child out into the light. Let it take a step out here, out of the shadows. And by shadows, I don't mean like anything negative by that, of course. I just mean hidden a little. I want to empower and shine a light on the developments within our inner child, validating every feeling, every thought, and calling it forward. guiding your inner child forward to merge more, perhaps, to be a little bit more of the star of the show here. Okay. We want to send some energy to your inner child, your soul, your purpose, your path, your journey, your truth, your development of self. You're important. Your ideas are important. Your vision is essential. Okay, so we're going to just use a little fire. Ooh, hello. A little fire around you. And the smoke. I'm pretty sure this is a juniper wood. We want to fold in to not tuck our inner childs back into the shadows, but just fold in the session. Embrace, hug yourself, thank yourself. Look forward to all the developments from this, but also the next time, because there's going to be more things, more ways, more reasons to go into this connection with you and your inner voice. Okay. I want to anchor this in, bring you back, and wish you well. Thank you so much for allowing me to share a little piece of your path today. It means so much to me to be just a friendly face on your journey. That is the greatest honor. Thank you so much. And I hope that this supports you. From the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine in you, and I